we're gonna take a little bit of a palate cleanser here because Chili Dog did give us a AI song of a K-pop version. So we're gonna take a look, or I guess a listen, and see how this one goes.
Ken's got the mic and he's ready to flow. Complexity's mind is a maze to show. Zeph's in the corner with a casual vibe. The after show is here, it's a podcast tribe.
This sounds more like a... This doesn't really sound very K-poppy. It sounds more like California hippie sunsetty. You know? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
Party continues once the lights dim low. Beautiful stories we all get to know. Too easy to laugh at the things they say. From sneaky jokes to how they spend their day. Tune into the after show for fun. Round and round until the night is done. Painting t-shirts, that's how they roll. Every episode, it's heart and soul. They chat and laugh, it's a wild ride. Topic switch like a changing tide. Ain't stop listening, it's like a game. Every moment different, never the same. Behind the scenes where the magic's made.
Oops, sorry about that.
Stop listening, it's like a game. Every moment different, never the same. Behind the scenes where the magic's made. Voices clear and never do they fade. Streaming live straight into your ear. Subscribe now and let's all cheer. Friends and guests come to join the flow. Sharing secrets only true fans know. Got that energy that's hard to beat. Every conversation feels like a treat. Ooh, I can't. Ooh, I can't. Too easy, too easy, beautiful. Ooh, I can't. Ooh, I can't. Too easy, beautiful. For fun, round and round until the night is done. Painting t-shirts, that's how they roll.
I love the chorus.
Episode, it's heart and soul. They chat and laugh, it's a wild ride. Topic switch like the changing tide. Can't stop listening, it's like a game. Every episode, it's heart and soul. They chat and laugh, it's a wild ride. Topic switch like the changing tide. Can't stop listening, it's like a game. Every moment different, never the same. They try to laugh, it's a wild ride. Topic switch like the changing tide. Can't stop listening, it's like a game. Every moment different, never the same. Behind the scenes where the magic's made. Voices clear and never do they fade. Streaming live straight into your ear. Subscribe now and let's all cheer. Friends and guests come to join the flow.
Neon kind of sounds like an anime opening. It sounds more like an Ed Sheeran poppy, like clubby sound more than anything else.
Sharing secrets, only true fans know.
Yo, what is going on?
What's up, man? What's up? I'm just finishing up the song.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea as far as music goes, but for what it is, it does sound good.
Yeah, it sounds good. It's a good production. I mean,
it's
AI, but yeah, it's good.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, that's not the type of music that I listen to.
Right. I'm not a big pop fan myself either.
It has a flow for a certain song. Like, I can't think of the name of the actual song though, but there's an actual song that kind of flows like that.
It sounds like to me, it sounds more like an Ed Sheeran kind of like poppy, kind of like an opening to like what's the word? Like an IRL kind of show. Yeah. You know, like mean. A Kardashian, like, you know, it's like like a Adam, not an Addams Family, a Brady Bunch type of deal. Like it's giving me Brady Bunch type of vibes.
70s, 80s sitcom opening.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah.
Suburban white family, nuclear, you know what I mean? Two kids, son, daughter, you know what I mean?
Like an Even Stevens opening.
Yeah. Leaving the Beaver kind of shit. Like I can't.
I'm gonna finish the song.
Go ahead. Sorry.
To be, every conversation feels like a treat. Too easy, too easy, beautiful. Too easy, too easy. Ooh, I can't. Too easy, too easy, beautiful.
I guess it just plays out. Did you catch the fact that it actually says "I can't" though? Not
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I put it in there. That's why I put I can't in there. You know, that's actually good. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just not.
No.
It's just like I said. It's just not the type of music that I'd listen to.
Right. But shout out to
Nah.
Chili for that. That's dope. That was awesome. We appreciate it. If you ever want to go pop goes punk, then I think that would be pretty dope. Like I definitely listen to hardcore metal, or not hardcore metal, but like I listen to more. So for me, I'm much more of a rap rock. I don't want to say horrorcore, but like if I was to give somebody like, hey, what's something you want to jam out to? Like my thing would be like Asking Alexandria, Sleeping with Sirens, or Analyst, or Bliss and Esso, or Hollywood Undead. 21 Pilots is definitely a good one too if you're trying to go into that like poppy flowy type of music. But yeah, mostly I definitely am listening more to like Sleeping with Sirens, not Take Back Sunday, what is it? Bring Me the Horizon, some bigger heavier music is what I normally listen to.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
those are some heavier rock bands.
So let me open up my Spotify really quick. Let's see, what do I have liked? So I have Ice Cube liked.
Definitely.
I have West Side Connection. I have NWA. I have The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd.
Definitely Linkin Park, Chili Dog. I love Linkin Park.
I can't with Linkin Park, bro. It's too depressing. I have, let's see, a lot of The Weeknd, actually. I have some French Montana, Luther Vandross,
French Montana
Connection
good.
from the 70s. Yeah, so yeah, that's mainly what I listen to. I also have some 80s music in there because obviously it's the 80s. Who doesn't love 80s music?
Mm-hmm.
I got some of that in there as well as some 70s disco hits because again, who doesn't love 70s disco hits?
Dude. I'll listen to some Whitney along with like some Cyndi Lauper or whatever her name is, plus maybe like a couple of songs from ABBA. But like I go all the way from like 50s blues, like some Muddy Water, all the way up to like King Von. It just for me,
nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, for me, music is like as long as the song's good, I don't care the genre.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, I'll swap over from like Bowling of Soup to freaking Rage Against the Machine. Like it all just depends on the vibe.
Nah, I mean, but truth be told, bro, I really don't even listen to music anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm being honest with you, like I can't tell you the last time I fucking listened to the radio. Like just turn the fucking radio on, listen to it. I'm literally I'm always on YouTube listening to podcasts, watching videos as I drive, shit like that. And then like for like music, I mean, it is what it is, right? I like who I like and I just listen to their shit. On Spotify, it has like the smart DJ, so I listen to like other shit that's like it to see if I like it. But I'm not gonna say I'm narrow-minded, but I know what I like and I know what sounds cringy to me. So
right. Well, Chili Dog is saying he's gonna generate a song that's so offensive he's gonna get us canceled. So to that I say bet. Give it a go. We'll see what happens. Oh man. Okay, so this one is when a routine eviction ends horrifically. So it looks like we're getting a squatter someone who's getting evicted. And as we all know, it's a very dangerous time when you're trying to take somebody out of their home. So cops have every reason to be afraid. It can pop off at any second. So you never know what might be happening.
Beautiful. Let's check it out.
All right. Smoking, nice. I'm the same. Good composition is good composition, no matter what era you're talking about. Exactly. Greek girl, you don't like grunge? I love me some grunge music. some grunge, some drill, some horrorcore I can get into here and
You
there.
know what? You know what pisses me off about music?
Hmm.
When I really checked out, when they called Blink-182 and Sublime rock and roll. That shit is not rock and roll,
that's
bro.
alt rock.
Like, stop it.
Yeah, that's
Stop
like
it.
that's alt rock. Well, Bowling
You know
with
what I mean?
Soup even has a song where it's like, when did I think I forget the actual lyrics, but I think it's like, when did Led Zeppelin become rock or something, or not rock? What is like, when did Led Zeppelin become pop or something like that? But regardless, yeah.
It's totally different back then, man. And the shit now just doesn't really compare to what the old shit was. And to call it the same thing to me is almost disrespectful. But then what other category do you really put it in unless you call it something else, which I guess you said alt rock, right?
True.
But
yeah, it's alt rock in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, you like grunge, Greek girl? Okay, well, I don't want to turn around and hate you and say that. Smoking, Tenacious D has to make its way into the playlist, bro. Always, bro. Cock push-ups and the power slide. How can you say no to that?
I can't. I never liked Tenacious D, bro. It's just this is funny. I don't think Jack Black is funny. I just do not get his humor. I don't understand. I don't understand why people think he's funny. I don't get the one-liners that he does. I don't understand his fucking music. I don't get shit about that dude, bro. Like, I really don't. It's weird, man.
I think that's the reason why, though. It's weird. It's different. It's alternative, and that's what people like about it.
No, I got you. And then just like the other day, right? Me and my wife were talking about Adam Sandler. I'm like, I don't think he's funny. And then it was like a fucking moment to her. Like, what the fuck are you? Like, who are you? Like, she didn't know
who did I marry?
Exactly. But yeah, I just don't find them funny. I mean, it's weird, man. I got weird taste and shit. I know it. It is what it is.
I get you. All right, I think that was a good palate cleanser from that video. So this one, I did do a little bit of pre-watching. I try to not, but I did do a couple of minutes just to make sure that, like, hey, this is something worth talking about, worth watching. So I do know that this video gets intense really, really quick. So if you guys are in the need to get yourself, a little restroom break, get yourself some water, all of that type of stuff, because this does get intense really fast. So make sure to go ahead and do that. I'd say you have probably about 3 to 5 minutes before this video goes crazy. So if you need the time, get the time.
Together, we will work whatever we need to work out together right now.
Have you ever had a forced entry for eviction?
They possibly have access to grenades and explosives.
Mr. McGood!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Lizzie, can you get out?
No. Radio, we got an officer stuck.
Bring a few of those rifles from the armory ASAP.
Bring all of them.
This is exactly how shootings go down, doing like this.
When police officers in Euclid, Ohio assist with a routine eviction, they have no idea that they're walking into a deadly confrontation with a man who has no intention of leaving the property. The suburban peace is shattered when gunshots pierce the November air, and police must race against time, face shocking violence, and launch a daring rescue attempt to save one of their own. On the afternoon of November 9th, 2023, 2 Euclid police officers respond to a call from a bailiff carrying out an eviction order on behalf of the municipal court.
Mr. Chad McGraw has descended inside. I knocked on the door. He came to the door. He opened it. He cracked it open. Eviction. And he said, wait a minute. Close the door.
Is that the landlord or something right there?
Yes. Yeah. And I told everybody to stand back because after the second time he closed the door and locked it, I knocked on it again. And he said, 1 minute. And then that was it.
Okay.
When I called you back.
Has he been living here for a while? Because I've never been to this residence for anything.
I believe so. We had a court date.
The hell's going on with this side?
I have no idea.
Jesus. Is that?
Oh, they got the Chrysler 300. You already know what's up.
No. That's a Cadillac, bro. That's
is that a Caddy?
That's a Cadillac CTS, bro. And I was going to say that's the one thing I'm worried about with renters, like for my rental property, man. Like I would literally kick in my own fucking door and drag them bitches out if I have an eviction notice. You know what I mean? But I know that
that's against the law.
They could arrest me.
Yeah.
They could arrest me for doing that, even though it's my house and I have an eviction notice. But damn right I'm going to be there.
Oh yeah. Yo, here's
you know what I
it.
mean? But,
Greek girl, is the house melting? It looks dilapidated. It literally looks like it's melting. So if you guys enjoy like this type of a video, there is an entire series on Netflix called The Worst Roommate Ever. And it is literally about this, about how people utilize squatter rules and squatter rights in an effort to stay in a home and just completely destroy it. And there's instances where those people attempt to murder the owners of the home in an attempt to steal the house from them. And it's really interesting if you enjoy these types of things, these types of I don't want to say murder mysteries, but like investigative things, historical type of things like this. It's a good watch. But yeah, this looks completely dilapidated. It looks like it's not being taken care of. It's entirely possible it was like this prior to the renter getting in, but I mean, if this is because of the renter, it's like, bro, now you're now you're facing a fine for, damage of property, because you're part of the lease agreement is to keep and maintain the home.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his car.
So has he been to court or?
Yes, he's been to court, and I served the notice. He knew that he had plenty of time to leave. I served it on Sunday.
Okay.
Which was Thursday, last week Thursday?
Yeah.
And so he knew to leave, but
oh, it looks like he's got like towels or something. I don't think that's that's not the actual like boarding of it. It looks like it's got towels or something on it. I wonder what that's for.
It looks like some type of like siding cover or like almost like a wrap.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like maybe to protect from like sun damage, maybe. I don't know, but it's
storms. I don't know. That's weird.
Or I mean, it is in Ohio. Ohio gets really cold. Maybe it has poor insulation, and that's a way to try and keep heat in. I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
let's try it again.
Okay. I was about to say, you're busy today. I was like 2 in 1 day. People just aren't listening.
Right.
The bailiff prepares once again to rouse Chad McGraw from the house, this time with some assistance from Officer Schwett and Officer Lindsay. While there's nothing yet to suggest that there will be a conflict, it isn't long before the officers begin to have serious concerns about McGraw's behavior. And as we'll see, those concerns will turn out to be horribly justified.
I don't know if you got a weapon or not.
What's his name?
Mr. McGraw. Mr. McGraw! Hello, Mr. McGraw.
How old is this guy?
He looks like he's probably in his 70s.
Okay. Hey, he's at the top.
At the end
Mr.
of
McGraw,
life.
it's the Yucca Police. You need to open up now.
Give me 5 minutes.
No, you need to open now.
You need to open up now.
5 minutes. I'm putting things up. No. Hey, you need to open the door now.
Or we're going to...
Hold on. We're doing lagging a little bit. Sorry for that, you guys. Definitely get a little bit of lag when I start putting this in Discord. Hold on. Let me see if I can't do anything to... Let me zoop. Do this.
It's all my fault. I apologize.
No, it's just that streaming on multiple different platforms can definitely cause a big draw on it.
Oh, yeah.
So let me just return back. We're in okay, but I do know that it was starting to drop down. I can watch it and see. Okay, hopefully that'll help us out a little bit. Apologies, you guys. Apologies.
No, Mr. McGraw, you need to open the door now. We're going to allow you to get your things.
I need 5 minutes.
You don't need 5 minutes. You need to open now, please.
Yep.
No, Mr. McGraw, you need to open
fuck
now,
you up,
please.
bro.
Who are you?
If you could police, you just...
Because the whole thing is like, why do you need this time? You like to fortify? Like that's the question. That's the worry.
Oh,
is
yeah.
like you need this time to do something to prevent them from being able to pull you out. That's the fear.
Yeah. Motherfucker could be trying to build some type of like fucked up barrier, some type of fucking wall or some shit, you know?
Or he could be loading clips, which we come to find out later is probably what he was doing, getting all of his guns ready, putting ammunition in them, and or not his clips, his magazines, setting it all up throughout the house. Entirely possible.
Getting ready for his last stand.
Yeah, because they said he was like 70 years old, man. You're trying to take away this dude's house, and he's got nothing left to lose. That's the issue. That's the fear here.
Through your window, bud.
Even when performing what might be considered a routine duty, there's always the chance that something could go drastically wrong.
Yep.
The closed door between police and McGraw means that anything could be happening inside the house, and Officer Schwett has second thoughts about remaining on the front porch.
Please open the door. We're going to allow...
Yeah, because see, here's the issue right here. As if he starts shooting through that door, whoever's on the right side of the door is now pinned. They can't make their way out or risk getting shot. And listen, a 22 can easily go through drywall. Like, a nail gun can go through drywall. Okay. Like
a long enough staple gun could technically go through drywall.
Yeah. If you have a pneumatic staple gun. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Power. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Ready to grab your things before you leave. Okay, so please open the door.
I apologize, Neon. I won't say clips again when referring to magazines.
Yeah, bro.
Things out with you.
I don't like
Please gotta open the door right now so we can.
Yeah, that's a smart cop. That's a smart cop.
This over.
Just watch the door. I'll watch this window.
Through the door, McGraw tells the officers that he's got something to finish before he can come out to talk.
You're writing something?
Last will and testament.
No, open the door now. We will work something out with you, sir. If you please just open the door now.
And see, the dangerous thing right here is it's not that difficult to find direction off of a person's voice. Like, he could literally put the barrel or the muzzle of a gun right next to that little corner right there, and it's lights out for this dude.
Well, the other thing too is if you look at the way the house is, the wall is right there at the door. So I mean, it wouldn't be hard to fucking put a barrel there, direct fire a certain type of way, and handle business.
Yep. It's there. If you're standing in that little area right there, you're fishing a barrel. Like, you can't duck a bullet, Like, there's no way.
You talk about a fatal funnel. That he's literally in a fatal funnel right now.
Yep.
I'll allow you to write whatever you need to write. Just open the door now.
Yeah, they'll do it. Oh, you did the other one already? Mm-hmm. Like the movers, they'll drill the lock and then go in, but we're not kicking the door in. Oh, I know that. Yeah, no, they'll drill the lock. I just don't feel comfortable with this situation. That's all. No, it's not a good situation. What he said. Yeah.
You didn't say nothing.
At least he got out of there.
Locksmith or a guy that can drill the lock out.
I know,
but
it's a safety thing for me.
But he's writing the letter.
That's the
concerning
part.
Right.
Yep.
Last will and testament.
Snuff himself off.
That was my first part.
With that implied threat now having been spoken aloud.
Okay, guys, I have been drinking a bit since drinking some water and all that. I'm gonna go hit the head real quick. So Ken, feel free to entertain them for a couple of minutes. I'll be right back, you guys. I apologize.
Y'all are now in the arms and the grasp of the great Ken of the after show. How are we doing, everybody? Are we having a great day? I'm having a great day. Hopefully get some grub here in a little bit, just to do a little something. So if y'all don't know, the Alex Novell documentary dropped. So if y'all want to give that a watch, you're more than welcome to. I believe it's an hour and 50 minutes. So he's doing things with Joshua Blanc and all that, and Mr. Based. So be sure, if I want to check that out, be sure to do that. Oh man, I'm tired as hell. Yeah, Neon, me too, bro. It's a great day though. Great day of nothing. Hopefully we get some. Hopefully get a good turnout for the 1,000 sub stream. We're looking to do that next Sunday. Got some good things in the works. Hopefully that makes it happen. we can get some things going for that. Hopefully it all falls through. Hopefully the stars align for it. So we'll see what happens. Chili Dog with his number 3 attempt in the Discord of an AI song. Obviously, Chili Dog, we appreciate it. I hope you know that. I'm going to download it right now and listen to it. Ooh, 3 minutes and 18 seconds. I can't. Nah, it's kidding. That's probably more of a complexity thing right there. Not really my taste, but hey, Chili Dog, you're the man. I appreciate you, sir. You inspired the end of the chorus, I hope you know. Oh, I do inspire the end of the chorus. All right, sir. Well, I will have to give that a listen to. When Plex gets back, we'll let him know so maybe he can play it and get his opinions. But so far, the first one has been my favorite out of the 3. But, you know, it's a 3-man show, so it's not just on me, you know what I mean?
All right, I'm back.
Beautiful. Chili Dog put his 3rd attempt in the Discord.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll use it as a palate cleanser after this one.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Chili Dog. Thank you. All right, let's continue on.
Officer Schwett raises a question that could have a grave impact on the situation.
Does the landlord know if there's any weapons or anything in here?
No.
Bro, that would have been my first question. Like, that would have been the very first thing. As soon as the guy was refusing to come out, I would be like, yo, does anyone know if he has an arsenal or not?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you go ask him? Okay, just be advised. Male's refusing to open the door. Oh. What the was that?
And see, here's the other thing, too. They have no knowledge if there's anyone else in that home either. So this could turn into a hostage situation, too. You know, if
Very
there's
true.
another person. Mm-hmm.
Is that a gunshot?
All right, I got to step away. I'll be right back.
All right, no worries.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, here we go. Not gonna lie, that sounded like a muffled gunshot for a second. I was like, oh,
If this call seemed typical when it began, McGraw's antics have elevated the potential threat. Officer Schwett flags down a neighbor to see if he can get a better picture of who it is they're dealing with.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
Do you know your neighbor at all?
Very little. What's up?
No, we're just here for an eviction. He's refusing to open the door. I didn't know if you knew him, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to him several times, but...
Friendly guy?
Huh?
Friendly?
Yeah.
Older?
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yep.
They have no idea of any weapons or anything.
He said the neighbor said he's like an older, friendly dude.
He just told me to hold on. He just keeps saying that, though. You know?
The information from the neighbor is encouraging, but it's not much to go on. Officers must remain alert because as long as McGraw is hidden inside his house, there's still the potential for things to take a nasty turn.
Yep.
After waiting for more than 8 minutes, officers decide they've given him long enough.
I need you to come to the door. We're going to open it, okay?
With a locksmith heading toward the
See, the issue here is that the McGraw, the guy inside, could just be waiting for them to break in his mind, to kick in the door as an effort or as a way to justify him shooting at them in his mind. Because in his mind, they're trying to take away his home. So sometimes people who are like this need a justification to return fire or to start firing, not even to return fire. So the moment they take it up a step to where they're forcefully evicting him, that in his mind can justify it.
house. The police give Chad McGraw one last chance. Officer Schwett approaches while Officer Lindsay crosses the door to stand on the other side.
Mr. McGraw, we need you to answer the door or we're coming in. No more minutes. Mr. McGraw, we're coming in if you do not open this door. Do you understand me?
And that right there could easily be the catalyst.
No. We're not holding on anymore. You need to open the door, please.
We got a lot of equipment.
Come to the door now.
What do you say?
What was that? I need you to come to the door and talk to me.
The locksmith enters the porch, unaware of the mortal danger lurking behind the door.
I'm trying to stand off to the side, too.
Did you get one? Damn. That was impressive.
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. I didn't have to use a drill. That would take much longer. We gotta give over a rip because
I was gonna ask
how
long has it been since he's been around?
I don't know.
The
Danger,
locksmith
danger.
exits, but what the officers don't know is that McGraw has been waiting for this exact moment.
Yep, he could easily be right there in the hallway or the opening, and it's like as soon as they come through the door, bada boom, bada bang, you know? Like, it's...
Just open and let it breathe. Yep. Mr. McGraw, get out!
There it is.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
And in a situation like this, cops can't just blindly return fire. They can't just blindly start lighting up the house because, again, there's no knowledge if there's somebody else in there or not. Not only that, but like if you look, right, you can see if you look right above the car. Here, let me fix so that way I can actually have my cursor on for you guys. So if you look right here above the car, you'll actually see the flashing, right? So let's go ahead and slow this down. You'll be able to see the flashing of the bullets. And that'll give you a general direction as to where. So if you look right here, you'll be able to see flashing. Not that boom, 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 boom. You can see those. You can see muzzle flashing right here. He pops up. Boom, 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 boom. That's like 4 shots right there off of the muzzle flash. That tells you he's close enough to the door for the reflection of the muzzle flash to emanate past the entryway. But it doesn't tell you where he is. So if they just start blind firing, you have to also remember the cop is in that is right there too. So if he shoots, bullets don't just go, straight. They impact and they disperse. So he could shoot and accidentally hit a piece of metal and that ricochets and hits the cop that's pinned. So it's the person, funny enough, and unfortunately enough, the cop that's in there is the one that's pinned down is in the best position to return fire with actual line of sight.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Lindsay, get the out of there! Inside the house. Lindsay's stuck in the... Lindsay, can you get out?
No.
Wait, Lindsay, jump out that window! Hold on! Lindsay, hold on! Radio, we got an officer stuck.
That sounds like a rifle. That doesn't sound like a gun. That sounds like he's shooting a rifle. Greek girl, I'm afraid he took something and is stalling them. Maybe. That countdown sucked. Talk about spoiler. True, right? Like it should have just let it go. That's a rifle. That's a rifle. That's not a handgun.
Officer Lindsay is stuck in the house. I do not have eyes on the male. He's somewhere in the house shooting at us.
As the officers struggle to nab the shooter, he starts blasting FJB Nobody Likes You on his speakers.
Lindsay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I cannot get out.
Lindsay!
Lindsay, the officer that's pinned is way more calm in the situation than the dude who's who's behind the car and further away from danger.
4-3, I can hear you.
Where are you?
I'm still on the porch.
Okay, listen. I am going to lay down fire and then you run the out.
Negative.
Exactly.
With all-
Lindsay is intelligent here. If you're shooting towards the freaking entry and then you want him to go ahead and move through the crossfire, bro, dumb. What he needs to do is he needs to break that window that's right behind him and jump out that way. Just shoot out the window and make your way out, bro. That's the smartest play here. Or to duck down, lay down, and have your gun pointed up this way, so that way no bullets, if he shoots through the drywall right here, if he shoots through this drywall right here, you're not a standing target.
Officer Lindsay in an inescapable trap. Backup begins to arrive on the scene. They're heading into a treacherous situation, but have no idea of what horrors truly await them at the home of Chad McGraw.
We got it on system. I'm behind bigger. All right, what we got? All right, I'm moving up. Let's go. All right, 6.
Front porch right here. We got one with the front door open. Right where Scott's at. I'm moving up to the van with some new people. All right, go.
Buddy, at the station, bring a few of those rifles from the armory, ASAP.
Hey, what's going on, Paul, brother? Always love to see you in chat. Respect.
Bring all of them.
A massive police response is gathering on the street, but every second is an eternity for Officer Lindsay.
I'm in the porch. The only way out is crossing the front door, which I am not doing.
There's no way for Officer Lindsay to escape, and there's no way for officers to rescue him without putting themselves in the line of fire. As perilous as this situation is for the police, they aren't the only ones affected by the sudden outburst of violence on that November day.
Well, here's my question. Obviously, they can't just surround the house. That makes them an open target. But does nobody know if there's a back door or nobody trying to put tear gas through the window? Do they not have tear gas? These are obviously questions that the higher ups, whoever is the sergeant of the day or whoever's command officer in charge, should be wondering about. As of right now, of course, the cops have been handling this very well. They haven't been trying to pressure the dude. They were very, very kind to him. They didn't just kick in his door or anything like that.
In an exclusive interview with EWU, Euclid resident Jenna Catrone says she was driving by the house when the bullets started flying.
I see this police car coming towards me with their lights on, and I kind of out of the corner of my eye, I'm driving down the road and I see, police in a driveway. I'm not, whatever, not thinking twice about it. And all of a sudden I just hear a menagerie of gunshots. And instead of probably hitting the gas, I slam on my brakes. I mean, I stalled out and hit the ground. Like I went down because I was pretty sure that.
So this is where he is right here. And it looks like he can shoot out these windows or break those windows. But of course, there's always the chance that if he shoots, then the guy inside the house is going to also shoot, and he might be exposing where he is by trying to then create an out for himself. So again, my best judgment, if I was that cop, would have been to lay down backwards with my gun pointed up in an effort to not be hit by any bullets that would very easily tear through drywall.
That those shots are coming right at my car. And I stalled out directly just past the house. We're thinking they're hit, I'm hit, somebody has to be hit.
Have a good one, Greek girl. Enjoy. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. You're always welcome in chat. Enjoy your Saturday.
Because they were just zooming.
Or Sunday, whichever it might be for you, wherever you land on the spectrum of the time zones.
Right past us. The bullets, and that's the first thing you do. You just go down, and that's what I did. I slammed my glasses into my shifter, and because I had my seatbelt on, just the way I went down, I fractured 2 ribs. It was interesting.
At this point, police have no way of knowing if McGraw was taking aim at.
Hey, better to have 2 fractured ribs than a bullet, bro. Any day of the week.
Passing drivers like Jenna. Indeed, they know very little at all about the man inside the house. Who was Chad McGraw before police knocked on his door that fateful day? In this car dealership commercial, McGraw introduces himself and explains his position at the company.
My name is Chad McGraw, here at Beechwood Infinity, sales and leasing consultant.
From the outside, McGraw seems to have a thriving career in the car business, and we don't need to go all the way back to 2017 to find evidence.
Southwest US, just Saturday afternoon. All right, have a good one. Enjoy. OTS, a fine weekend. Oh, it's a fine week. Yo, what's up, JC? What's up, brother? It is a fine weekend indeed. I am glad that it's finally sweater weather out here, even though I wear sweaters year round. I always love once we finally start hitting the actual winter fall area and, we start getting actually colder weather, because then it doesn't make me look crazy for wearing a sweater.
Evidence of that. On his own YouTube channel, McGraw has uploaded nearly 400 slideshows congratulating his car-buying customers. The latest one, seen here, was uploaded only 3 short days before the shooting. According to McGraw's LinkedIn page, he's worked for Cleveland dealership Central Cadillac LLC since 2007, and that isn't his only professional endeavor. In 2013, he's featured in a local news profile to promote his hot dog restaurant.
So if he has all of these different avenues of money, how is he lapsing on payment? Like he works for a car dealership, which, if you don't know, if you work for a car dealership, you get a percentage of what you sell. Maybe he wasn't selling, and maybe his restaurant was going under. Who knows? I guess we'll find out.
How does such a man find himself shooting at police officers? Can external appearances be that misleading? As important as these questions may be, the present moment is all that matters to officers on the scene.
I knew this was bad. He kept telling us to wait.
This is especially true for Officer Lindsay, whose entrapment on the porch culminates in one of the most intense moments of the afternoon.
He shot at us through the door in the living room. We're pointing at these 2 front windows in the front of the living room. I shot through. I don't know if I hit him or not. We need to get Lindsay the out there. On your 6. If you have the shield, do we want to move up and grab him? Lindsay is...
Paul, at a minimum of 2 Celsius. Oh yeah, you were over there in England, so it is always cold. That sounds wonderful. I'm not even gonna lie. Sounds beautiful. Sounds wonderful. I love the cold, man. When I was in the mountains, doing operations, and we were doing night operations where we were lined up at MCT in the Marine Corps, and we were shooting with night vision goggles as a platoon. The best thing was going to sleep in those freaking mountains and then waking up and having like cold dew all over you, because I love the cold. It's just I've always enjoyed it. I've always loved it. So
in this corner, Lindsay is in this corner right here.
Okay. Well, we're really set up right here to get shot in the face. So I say we grab him and get out. What do you think?
Could you tell it was rifle or handgun?
It's that big hole right there, dude. I don't know.
It's definitely a rifle. The way he was shooting off, it's a rifle, and the sound. There's a big difference between a high powered, quote unquote, high powered pistol like a 45 and that of a rifle like a 223 or a 5.56 or 7.62. Though if you hear a gunshot and a whistle, that is almost always going to be a rifle. What it'll sound like is a pop, pop, pop. That is almost always going to be a rifle, whereas a handgun is almost always a pop, 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 because it's the shot, and then it's the initial boom, the initial pop, and then the smoke afterwards. Pop, 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 pop. Whereas a pop, pop, pop is almost always a rifle.
Got blasted with and we backed the up and he got down. I don't know if I'm hit. I don't think so. Hit all over me.
I'm gonna check you, okay?
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm bleeding or anything.
Oh yeah, you're military too, Paul. Shout out, brother. Is it Royal Marines, Royal Army? I know your guys' things are different out there, but I'm United States Marine Corps.
I got no blood.
As bad as the situation is, the officers get information that could turn an already perilous scene into something much worse.
Did they say?
I'm not gonna lie, that bulldozer right here, or this little this right here, gives me an idea. Like, put a shield up, drive that bad boy, and just knock out the wall. Just knock out the wall. You got at least a good what, 5 to 10 feet right there. If you have somebody who can drive one of those, just put the shield in, operate it, knock out the entire downstairs wall right there, and you have an open field, you have an open view. Now, obviously, the homeowner might not like that, but hey.
Grenades in this house? Yeah.
Something much worse.
Did they say grenades in this house? Yeah.
38 signals reg, so infantry mate, been in 16 years, much respect. Hey, brother, that's awesome. That's wonderful. One of my best friends was 0311 United States Marine Infantry.
This guy sounds like he doesn't have any CCH, pretty much. That's right? Or is he a veteran? We don't really have history from him, but I just heard Sergeant Ellington say something about grenades and explosives and multiple firearms.
The idea that McGraw is holed up in his home with explosives adds a layer of immeasurable threat, not only to the responding officers, but anyone in the immediate vicinity.
Yep.
Knowing that another round of violence could erupt at any moment, an officer attempts to evacuate McGraw's next-door neighbor.
Hello. The person next to us just shot at us a bunch.
Oh my God.
We'd like to get you out of the house. Do you mind coming over?
Hey, your neighbor is having a standoff with police. Do you mind leaving the residence? We just got shot at. Like, the calmness is comical. I'm not laughing at the situation, but like the calmness of it all is something that's going to turn around and be like, oh, what? That's just not something you hear every day.
We're here, getting into your car and getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a few minutes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
As Officer Gilmer tries to get the woman and her children to safety, more information comes over the radio about the suspect.
Court confirmed Chad McGraw, 41471, 51-year-old male, 5'10", 200 pounds. He is a black male, and he was arrested today.
Yeah, we know that one.
Was that him? He's talking about on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Black male?
Yeah, I thought the
Our department doesn't have any issue with him.
I thought the dude was in like his cell.
Other than a single arrest for a dog bite in August of 2022.
There's no criminal history that would foreshadow the day's events, but McGraw did have a couple of minor run-ins with the law the previous year. Both of them concerned his bulldog Max attacking postal workers in the yard. In the second incident, McGraw told officers that he needed a protective dog like Max because of, quote, the violence that regularly occurs in Euclid.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with having, I'm not going to say an attack dog, but there's nothing wrong with having a dog that is protective. But you also need to understand that your dog has the ability to be put down if it unjustly hurts somebody. So for the safety of yourself, the safety and long living of your dog, like, only utilize that characteristic of that dog or the training of that dog in a legitimate situation. If your dog does not have recall, as in you can't verbally recall it, it needs to be on a leash, because your negligence can cost your animal its life. And that's not fair. That's not fair to the animal. The animal is only as trained as the owner allows it to be.
It is, of course, McGraw's violence that has caused the chaos on this November day.
Not trying to rush you, but we gotta go now.
We're going right now. All right, let's go.
Come on.
Come on, Kai, we gotta go.
Oh, and a baby too.
on,
She's got little
Sorry.
ones.
Hello.
Can you say hi?
Hi. With them shooting at us already?
Yeah, I didn't.
We don't want a bullet to come through your house.
I didn't
Exactly.
hear anything.
Yeah, he
I-
shot a bunch.
Officer Gilmer tries to get the neighbors out of harm's way.
And kudos to this officer. He's not like, get out, you got to move, you got to get out. He's like very calmly explaining the situation, like, hey, let me help you. Don't worry about it. We're just, concerned for your safety, et cetera, et cetera.
Even as swarms of law enforcement officials descend on the street.
Drive right through the yard around that police car. Go through their front yard. I don't care what they say. Go through their front yard. Hurry up. I'm in the middle of the open. Don't hit our car.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. She's gonna hit my car.
Hey, you're going to pull forward?
Dude, she's gonna hit my car.
Don't hit the car.
Then move your car back, bro.
Okay, hey.
Jesus.
Okay, come back. You're good.
Police are still getting information over the radio and the news gets worse by the moment.
Apparently, there's also an adult son who is believed to be residing there. They have multiple firearms and possibly explosives, such as grenades.
And that's exactly what I said earlier. Is that, look, you don't know if there's another person in there. It could very easily go from just one dude with a gun to multiple people with a gun, or it could be him with hostages. You don't know. People who don't want to be there, who are trapped, whether it's a sense of duty, a sense of love, or fear, or whatever it might be, you can't just start shooting into a home like that. And now that there's a potential for there to be explosives, if you start blind firing in, you don't know, you might hit one. You might hit one of it and send the whole block up. So it's a very, for lack of better words, a very volatile and explosive situation.
I f***ing asked if there was any firearms in this house, and I was told no. That would have changed everything.
As far as the police response goes, it already has changed everything. Multiple agencies arrive at the scene, including the Lake County Sheriff's Office, the Wickliffe Police Department, and the regional SWAT team.
Any occupants of 781 East 250, this is the police department. Come outside with your hands up. Any occupants of site 781 East 250, this is the police department.
I was right there. I did have to pull over, but I'm watching. I've never seen anything like it. I felt like I was in downtown LA when you see those videos with the helicopters and the SWAT team. And I'm just like sitting there, and it was like being in a movie.
The emergency is such that off-duty cops leave their second jobs to respond to the crisis.
I'm going to get fired from Amazon for the way I drove out of the parking lot, probably. Hey.
The various police agencies bring with them heavy artillery and armored vehicles.
You know, it's funny. Good. That's the same one I drove in Iraq. I'm just having a glorious
flashback of memory.
It is what it is. I didn't die in it, so that was good.
In addition to guns and reinforced vehicles, the police have access to technology that will allow them to get a peek inside McGraw's home. And moments from now, we'll see the unsettling footage captured by the drones. First, however, the dramatic fate of Officer Lindsay will...
It looks like they have some heat sensor drones. So they're probably doing an aerial of it to see how many occupants are in there.
Finally be revealed.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. How's your field work? You just... How's your field work? Never done one before, so figure it out. All right, well, give it the, I got it. Filmer. Okay, we're going to move in, cover that door. We're going to pull him out.
Okay. Four stack.
Hey, hold on.
That's a big, listen, I'm not here to say anything, but that's a big boy. That's a big boy. I mean, I know he had the rifle on him and all that, but as long as he can do what he needs to do, I highly, highly disagree with there not being like a weight standard in most police departments.
Wait, hold on. We gotta let 20 know. 20, we're coming.
Whoever's moving up to me, come up by this pine tree. The shots look like they're going at an angle out that front porch door.
All right, I'm gonna just hold the shield. You work that rifle. We're gonna move nice and slow. Ready? Go.
My gun is hot.
What he means by gun is hot, he means that he doesn't have the safety on, so he's ready to fire at any moment's notice. As far as from my own training, in my own understanding, I don't know, they might use different terms, but that's pretty much what my gun is hot means.
Step, doors left. Lindsay, go. Go. Pull it out. Straight, everybody back out to the street.
Clean extraction, that's good.
Hey, let's get out of here. Go, come on, go. Behind the shield. Yeah, I got it.
Hey, what's going on, Cat? Sorry, I said Cash. What's going on, Cat? What's going on?
Okay. Got a curb coming up. Watch the step curb.
Guys, good on me?
So for anyone wondering why they're making as far of a push backwards like that is because they have been informed that there's a potential explosives inside. You can no longer use a vehicle as defense, right? Because what happens if you throw an explosive next to a gasoline filled vehicle? Kaboom! So they have to make a complete not an evacuation, but a complete retreat back to safety, to where that person, the person inside, will have to in some way, shape, or form expose themselves in order to throw an explosive or to utilize an explosive. Now, of course, if the dude had like a grenade launcher or a M203 or something like that, some form of projectile explosive, he wouldn't need to. He could just shoot through the window. But it doesn't seem like that's the case here. It seems like everything is hand oriented, and by hand oriented, I mean like pipe bomb, grenade, something you have to light and toss. Okay. The level, like the heavy breathing, listen, if you've never been in a situation, anything like this, the heavy breathing isn't from the moving, like it's not from that. The heavy breathing is that adrenaline just boom, 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 going through you while you're so tense, so ready to just let loose on a trigger and receive fire as well as sending fire. That's why this dude is like, once he's back to safety, he's getting hit. Like that decompression is just him like realizing and mentally like, I'm alive, I'm okay. And now the adrenaline is taking or not the adrenaline is wearing off slightly. So that's why that's why it sounds like he's out of breath, because bro was probably holding his breath the entire time, metaphorically, obviously.
Good job. Lindsay, you okay? I'm good. Thank you, folks. That's what we're here for.
The rescue of Officer Lindsay is a death-defying success, but the police are acutely aware that things could have gone much worse.
Yep.
McGraw didn't fire upon them as they extracted Lindsay, and now it's up to the drone to find out what is actually going on inside the house.
That's a real cool setup to be able to have a wrist, like a wrist pop-up with a phone connected to a drone. That's dope. That's awesome.
The door's partially open. Yeah. Ooh, is that blood?
Oh,
No,
is
I
the
think
sun?
that's the holes in the wall and wallpaper.
And here's the other thing too. If the sun is in there, that is an area of concern, because you would assume that the sun would either A, be participating in it, B, be there against their will, or C, the worst case scenario, the sun is no longer in a position to resist, as in he's dead. He could have killed his son. We don't know, but everything is a possibility until proven otherwise. Although this is really cool. I like this. It looks like a video game setup.
That might be. Oh, is that on the floor? Yeah. I gotta stop recording and I've got to switch to. It just crashed.
The first drone fails to get through the doorway, but not before the operator notices some alarming visuals on the screen. The question is whether he really saw blood inside or just debris from the barrage of gunfire.
So if there is blood that was viewed, it's entirely possible that upon the first level of firing back, Shaw got hit and has bled out, which is the reason why he didn't fire upon the police officers during their extraction of Officer Lindsay. Now, of course, if they can't get anything to identify that theory or to back up that theory, they're going to continue SOP, standard operating procedures, which is to not engage and to basically build up a perimeter and wait and then go in at a later date and time. If they can confirm that he is hit and is deceased, then they'll go in and sweep and et cetera, et cetera. But until that time, it's pretty much going inch by inch.
It'll take a second drone to find the answers. Here's the actual camera footage from the drone they sent inside the house.
Is that glass or blood? That's glass. Alright, so drywall maybe. I'm watching over your shoulder here, best I can.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's all rifles right there. Plus handgun. Like, and this even says exactly what I was saying. Like, you can see it that he was shooting at an angle, that it was being shot at an angle. It looks like they might have even hit the wall outlet right there.
Oh, there's bullet holes in the...
Look at all the travel. And then you got right here too, off to the right. Yeah. Look, one of the bullets you can see hit the TV, why it's blacked out like that. Hit the screen. Yup. And that's even what I was saying. So right here, remember what I was saying, that that there you could see the muzzle flash from the officer's body cam. Just because you can see that muzzle flash within the actual opening of the door, right? The doorway, doesn't mean he was directly shooting out. And this just proves what I was saying. He could have been shooting at an angle right here, proves that he could have been shooting from further back, and the muzzle flash just simply got encapsulated by the walls. Doesn't look like he's on the first floor, which is also concerning.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
309. Jansen.
It looks like he got hit.
We have a subject down in the kitchen and a pool of blood.
With the help of their technology, the officers know that Chad McGraw is no longer the threat he was when they arrived. Still, there are rumors of explosives and an adult son who could be inside the house. And even though McGraw himself appears to be deceased, they can't be sure the danger has truly passed.
Especially if you have explosives, it's entirely possible. And it sounds far-fetched. It sounds like a movie. But if he has explosives in there, you have to be cautious and you have to be looking for booby traps. Like, it sounds something out of a Mission Impossible movie, but it's true. It's entirely possible. All it takes is a pin and some fish string, and you have yourself a homemade claymore or a homemade explosive, or not even a homemade. You have a booby trap. Like, it's all it takes.
Are we sure there's nobody else in the house?
There could be one other person in the house.
Sending in the drone.
To help
the
clear
robot.
the house and confirm that McGraw is no longer a threat, the police send a robot inside to survey the interior.
Yeah, moving.
Yeah, moving.
Yeah.
So he's probably just injured.
Let's get that. Probably.
You want me to hit him?
Yeah, go bump his arm. Oh yeah, you can see.
He's breathing.
Yeah, he's got his gurgles.
He's down. He looks like he has a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Large pool of blood. He's got his agonal breathing going on. Gun's near his right hand. When we go in, we'll leave with a shield. We'll run. We're gonna drop a bang like right by him. See if that elicits a response with that gun. I don't think it's going to, but if it is an ambush, he's more alive than we think. So we just don't want to be in that situation.
I guess we just nudged him with the.
Some people might look at tossing a flashbang on him as wrong, but at the end of the day, you have to treat every situation like it's an active situation, because it still is until proven otherwise. I don't care if they tossed a handful of flashbangs on this dude. Like, you never know what his intentions are.
robot. Nothing. You hear his gurgle. I don't think he's much of a threat.
You don't want to make announcements?
Yeah, I think we should, because if the sun's the concern, give him a chance to come out.
Tom's on the phone with Mike, and there is no sun.
Okay.
But even having cleared the house remotely with drones and robots, police know that there are still ways for things to go sideways.
He's said to have grenades. The robot did not hit any tripwires. The drone did not hit any kind of tripwires, but just be mindful that there might be some somewhere.
Police have done everything they can from the outside, and now it's time to enter the house.
Stairs. Stairs, right? Thank you.
An inch by inch maneuver. Like, that's literally what it has to be.
Right here, John. Yeah, I think we need it.
Though McGraw appears to be incapacitated, the officers decide to throw a flash grenade just to make sure that he doesn't have more life left in him than it seems.
Bang out. Nothing. I'll secure that gun. You got him? Okay. Gun secure.
What's up, video games? Go in, guns.
Medics, your thing.
With McGraw in handcuffs, the medics remove him from the house and get him to the hospital. Meanwhile, the officers search the house, and while they don't find grenades, they do find an open box of 9mm ammo in the upstairs bedroom and something very suspicious in the basement.
Oh, that's incriminating.
What?
I said that's incriminating.
What is it?
Making explosives.
Cell phones inside of a burning container with the f***ing fuel oil underneath it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Another officer finds something peculiar that McGraw was writing, perhaps even as police were knocking at the door.
Last will and testament again? That was my guess.
Something? Black people indigenous to Turtle Island, also known as Blackland, U.S. You'll never have justice on stolen land until we own it.
Police have no way of knowing if it's an aborted manifesto or something else, but it's one more bizarre development in a long series of them.
I did not know.
It sounds like he had some mental health issues. It sounds like something maybe radicalized him. Maybe he started going down. Maybe he hit that midlife crisis and somebody found him and was able to radicalize him. Who knows? He just seems very bizarre that somebody who owns their own business plus had another job and by all accounts was probably making good income would not be able to pay rent. You know?
This gentleman, and I was talking out in public. I was talking to some general friends of mine who did know him, and they said, that he was going through something. But I know he was very well liked in the community. He owned a restaurant at one time. I have a background in the automotive industry and operations management. I know, I only heard positive things. I think we've all been in a dark place. I think everybody has been in a dark place, and I wish that the outcome would have been different, where he would have.
It's called mental retardation. Video games. It's entirely possible. Neon does sound like something triggered him. Yeah, it seems like there was something snapped, kind of like the mental health worker who ended up cutting that cop. It sounds like something happened, but until the investigation might probably conclude with him bleeding out. So who knows?
Gotten some type of help.
Out in the street, officers are still wrapping their heads around the chaotic events of the day.
Dude, I was listening to the radio and I'm like, this guy ain't coming to the door.
Yeah. No. You can take it.
When he wasn't answering the door, I'm like, this is exactly how shootings go down, doing like this.
Euclid police released a statement to the media confirming that 52-year-old Chad McGraw was found inside his home with a gunshot wound to the head. He was transported to University Hospital, where he later died from his injuries. The statement also confirmed that the house was searched for explosives, but none were found. An online obituary described McGraw as a fun and outgoing man who fathered 5 children and was loved by many. In a video uploaded 6 years before the incident, McGraw recited spoken word poetry which included the question,
"Is it okay for a man to cry, or would you rather see him die?"
McGraw's poem, titled My Cigarette Burns, was playing inside his home at the time of the shooting.
I see my seat. As the thunder crashes, my cigarette burns and leaves your ass.
Investigators have not yet officially announced whether McGraw's fatal wound came from police or from his own handgun.
So so he didn't have a rifle. Definitely sounded a bit like it, but it seems like there was a triggering event. Who knows what or who knows why? Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Once you start firing upon police officers, that's it. Like, it does. Nobody really is gonna care about why you're doing it. So we have a Jubilee video up next. But before that, I'm not the biggest fan of Jubilee. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna front, but I figured it kind of goes in theme with what we're watching. Chili Dog gave us a third AI song, so we're gonna listen to it and see how it sounds. Let's check it out. This is very, very auto-tuney, and it's a little difficult to already make out the words. I do enjoy like how much heavier it is though than the others. Have a good one, Paul. See you later. Video games. My songs go hard. Your songs do go hard, brother. And if you send us one, we'll definitely check it out and see if we'll put it in. It sounds good. I don't know what merch we're selling. But yeah, no, Chili Dog didn't think it would repeat the chorus this much. Honestly, I like the fact that it repeats the chorus after almost every part. Like it's not, it kind of like goes into the whole like rock and roll beating down your door. Neon, I definitely can hear some Foo Fighters. The shirt painting lyrics and Ken's catchphrase are the personal touches I added. Chilly. All right. Okay. So that was a nice little palate cleanser. If you guys send us stuff, we'll definitely look at it. We'll definitely see. I enjoyed, out of the 3 of those, I definitely enjoyed all of them. I might go ahead and make an intro with all 3 of those and see how we do.